Hi. If you've been watching me for a while, then you know that I have done a lot of things in my past that I hate. Irredeemable, or I don't know the right word, but it's something that I shouldn't even be able to get out of. I should lose everything for that from 5 years ago. Now, in the clip, I am talking about, the segment was about murder fantasies. Like, oh, is there somebody that you really hate or you're mad at? And, you know, have you ever fantasized about murdering them? And how would you do it? Stupid, gross, awful, something I would never talk about now. That podcast is a source of so much awful shit for me, so many regrets for me. And I loved a lot of those moments, but a lot of them were like, what do we do to make it crazier? How do we make things more insane? Oh, how do we make it more shocking? Like Howard Stern. Like, it just got to a point where I'm happy it ended because I wasn't even myself. I don't even know who I was at that point. Anyways, so in the segment, I started talking about, figuratively murdering someone. And it was insane and gross. Now, she believes, and a lot of people believe, that I was talking about her. And I can say, if I had a Bible, I would put my hand on it. I can say, without a doubt, hand on a Bible, that was not about Francesca Lee. I didn't actually look into the history of it and why it's so wrong and why people were so upset. Because my excuse, I was just being funny. I love black people. I'm not racist. I was trying to be funny. All of that is stupid and wrong. And I put that onto the internet as an adult. And that is insane. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to anybody that saw that and that also saw that people were lifting me up and were saying, you're so funny, Shane. Oh my God, you're so funny. I can't even put myself in that head. I can't even imagine what it would be like to be black and to see this white fucking guy do blackface and the whole internet at that time being like, LOL. That's insane. And I am so sorry. I don't know how to even fully apologize because it seems like something that is irredeemable, or I don't know the right word, but it's something that I shouldn't even be able to get out of. I should lose everything for that. I can tell you this. I don't have hate for any race or any people with weight issues or any of that, special needs. I don't have hate in my heart for anyone. But it doesn't make up for the fact that I made jokes about everyone. And some of the jokes were way too far. And I think this year specifically really changed me as a person. And I started seeing black people who I know, who I'm friends with, who I've known for a long time. I'm seeing them openly talking about on their Instagram or Twitter the years of anger they've had about racist jokes, about blackface, about, microaggressions, everything that they've gone through. And I felt like the biggest piece of shit in the entire world. I felt awful. And the biggest problem with me doing that and posting it on the internet was it made young people at the time who were watching me think it was okay. And that's the craziest part. It's like I've had people tell me, well, I used to watch your videos when I was a kid. And yeah, I never saw anything wrong with that. And that is scary because it made me realize, oh my God, I have been a part of such a huge problem and I have just been avoiding it. And that's wrong. So I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that I added to the normalization of blackface or the normalization of saying the N-word. That's another thing. I mean, and my justification at the time for that was, oh, well, it was, I was playing a character and it was in comedy and my black friend was there and, that makes it okay. No, it's not okay. And it's not a funny word, especially for a white person to say. Me as a white person wearing a wig and playing a character and doing stereotypes and then saying the N-word is something that I should have probably lost my career for at the time. And there's no amount of apologizing that can take it away and take away the impact it had and take away the amount of people that have been hurt by that. And the whole thing. It didn't sit well with me because it's not true. So when I finally addressed it, I wrote this Twitter note, which was such a mistake. I wrote it I had a restock for the conspiracy collection and I woke up and I felt really weird. Like we had been pushing the restock for so long that we finally had to do it. And when I woke up and it was out, I just felt so weird. I felt so guilty. I didn't want to I couldn't enjoy it. I didn't want to enjoy this restock when there's something that I haven't addressed that people are really, really upset at me for it. So I sat down and I wrote that essay, which I wrote it to be funny. It didn't come across that way. It came across very angry, which it was, but it was also supposed to be funny. It just was a huge miss in every single way. So the part of the Twitter note that I regret more than anything in my life was the part where I said that James deserved a slice of humble pie the size of the Empire State Building. I only want to talk about this situation with love because I feel like that note had so much anger in it. It was just not good. And so I'm going to come at this situation by first apologizing. I'm sorry, James. I'm really sorry. First of all, nobody deserves what happened. Nobody. The whole internet ganging up on someone. Nobody deserved that. And who am I to say that somebody needs to be humbled? Me. Like, who am I to say that? I literally have put so much hate onto the internet over my last 15 years of YouTube world. Like, I have put so much shit, and I'm sitting here like, well, because I changed and because I'm nice and this and that, like, yeah, you need to be humbled. It's like, that sucks. I hate that. That was so immature and gross, and I'm so sorry. And I know a lot of people were saying that, well, why did you say you're leaving the beauty community? You were never in it. And you're right. I don't know why I said that. That was stupid. I was never in the beauty world because a lot of the beauty people that I watch, and I'm not just saying that, I think a lot of people think I'm lying when I say I really love the makeup world and I'm really invested in it. I'm not lying. For the last year, I've been watching beauty channels every day. My whole homepage is just beauty channels and it's smaller ones. So to know that I hurt those people who aren't problematic and who just love makeup and who have been working their ass off for years, for me to shit on that, I am so sorry. Also, I'm aware of how hypocritical it is for me to say I'm above this tea and drama channels and drama and I'm not like that, and that is so stupid. It's so dumb. At that moment, I was so upset with certain things. It was just me being upset. And it is hypocritical. I mean, I watch drama videos, but when it's about me, oh, now it's a problem. Like, and I'm aware of how hypocritical that is, and I'm so sorry. This is a huge one. I'm aware that I hold my friends or people I care about to a lower standard than I hold other people. That's wrong, and I'm so sorry. I think I get attached to people who have a heart and maybe it's covered in a lot of stuff and maybe they have a lot of issues, but I almost feel like I am attracted to other broken people who have issues and I want to help and I want to fix them, or I want to help people see a better side of them. And I'm aware that I'm friends with some people that, you know, have done some bad things on the internet, and I don't condone it and I don't co-sign it, and that is something that I've always addressed with them privately. I'm ready to own up to this stuff, and I'm ready to hopefully show you guys that it's okay to admit when you're wrong. It's okay to be upset at your past self for making mistakes. But also it's okay if people don't want to accept your apology, or if people don't want to support you anymore. That's okay too. And I understand. If you watching this video right now feel that way, please, like, I don't ever want you to feel like I'm forcing you to forgive me. That is not what I want to do. And I promise that I'm going to show you through my actions. And I promise that whatever I do next will be putting good into the world. And it won't be putting hate or drama or anything negative. And I'm going to stick by that. So thank you for watching this. If you watched the whole thing, thank you so much. And I hope that you learned some lessons from me, especially if you're young. I hope you learned a lot of lessons from everything that I have done, put out into the world, mistakes I've made. I hope that you can see that and know that it's never too late to address it and to change.